All right, we are live, and this time we haven't started the conversation. We were just having, um, taking time, I guess, to get in. I don't know. What do you want to call it? Storms are going on in North Carolina. That's what we're going to call it. So
Belle is
welcome.
loose.
Uh-oh. Oh, hang on. Let me turn this off over here because this is going to come up, and it's just going to be all loud in a second.
Pardon me while I guzzle.
Oh, no problem. You guys will. I have to mute this over here. All right, cool. So we are going, and again, for you joining us on the YouTube channel, this is free readings with Miss Belle and Solana tonight. So come on over into the live chat room. I posted the link up in the chat on the YouTube channel, so you guys can just click on that and come join us over in our Google Hangout where we do our recording, and where you need to be if you want a free reading. Um, yeah. And so, how's your week been
Otherwise, you don't
going?
get any.
I right.
I'm so busy, so busy. I'm going to be launching our magazine this evening as soon as we're done here with the show, and then I leave tomorrow for Charlotte, North Carolina, and then on Sunday, I think, for New York.
Oh wow, nice. So, are you all booked up on your tour, or do you have any
I am
openings in
pretty close
case?
to all booked up. I have a few openings left tomorrow to see if we can get some last minute folks, but otherwise, we're done.
Well, go ahead and tell
We haven't even
everybody.
gotten there yet.
Right. Well, tell people where they can contact you if they're going to be in that area. Let them know where you're going to be and how they can contact you to book
Yeah,
you.
we're going to be in the northern part of New York. We're going to start in Corning and Penn, New York, and that's western New York. And then we're going into Syracuse, and then heavens, where am I at? Um, Let me move my toys over, and I can tell you. Um, let's see. We on the third we're in Corning and Penn. Then on the fourth we go to Syracuse and Oswego. On the fifth, Pulaski Adams Center. On the sixth and seventh and eighth we're in Watertown, New York. Then on the ninth and 10th we're in Potsdam, Canton area. Then on the 11th we're in Ogdensburg, Lisbon. On the 12th, we're in Governor, and we're in Messina from the 13th through the 19th of May. And then on the 20th, we are in Plattsburgh. And then on the 21st, we're in Plattsburgh, and we're likely head home.
Wow, that is going to
Yeah,
be a full 3 weeks.
it is. And, I always love doing that because that's where my friends are. That's where
Hmm.
some wonderful, wonderful family, I like to call family people, are at.
Hmm.
And it's always good to see them again.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
And so you said that this weekend, though, you're going to be in South Carolina,
North Carolina,
right?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina for the Hippie
Mhm.
Fest, right?
Yes, for the Hippie Fest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could go to that. That's only going to be like 8 hours from me, maybe
It is
10.
so much fun. Yes,
Mm.
baby. What do you need? This is
Aw.
my little 4-year-old.
Hello.
Hi, Miss
Oh, he can't
Solana.
hear us. He's so
Okay,
cute.
hugs and kisses and bedtime. Okay, hugs, hugs. Oh, thank you. Yes. When are you not hungry?
Famous last words of every child going to bed.
Okay. He's always hungry. Go tell Papa. No,
I
Nana
know.
is on the radio, so you need to go tell Papa. Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's life. We like to see life happening. People,
Yeah.
get so caught up in everything. It's like,
This one's
it's like,
going to New York with us.
oh,
Everybody's
nice.
had a chance to go to New York but him, so this is going to be
Oh,
his tour. So I hope Papa's ready for it because it's
oh.
going to be like it'll be
Well,
fun.
yeah, yeah, it'll be good.
It'll keep Papa company anyway while I'm busy.
I was gonna say it'll just give him something to do, while you're off doing your stuff, and give him a
Yeah.
little companion to go do something with. Maybe he's never
So,
been to
but
New
you're
York.
getting a
I've never
new.
been to New York.
It's awesome. It's awesome. But I saw where you're getting a new car.
I am looking to get a new car. I am selling
Okay.
Betsy.
Did
But
you sell
yeah,
her yet?
no.
Did you? You didn't sell her yet?
No, I've had a couple inquiries, but they're supposed to come look at it this weekend, so we'll see what happens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
At least I've had a couple inquiries, though. I'm like, oh, cool. This is going to
It's
be
a
good.
nice looking car.
And it's a good car. It's been good to me. She's been good to me.
Yeah, I had a
But
once that I named Shanita because she needed
Shanita,
tires, she needed oil change, she needed gaskets, she needed
was she
everything.
a Ford?
Actually, she was. But now my new car is a too, so don't scare
Oh,
me now.
well, no, some of them are better. Some of them are better than others. My son drives a Ford Fusion, and it's like been great. No
I
issues.
have an Explorer and I love it. It's a good
Mm,
car.
yeah, you're gonna have it's fine. But yeah, I need a new car because this one is actually low to the ground, and it's hard for my mom to get in and out of it.
Yeah.
And she's having more and more time, more and more difficulty.
Yeah, and see, I understand that because my husband and I are tall, and
Mm,
when we have to get in and out of a low car, even just a
mm,
standard car, anymore, it's so hard on our knees, you know.
yeah,
Whereas with the SUV, it's just easier to just step right in
yeah. She's
and
she's got issues
slide
with her
right in.
back, so that's her. She's
Oh,
short.
bless her.
She's like 5'4".
Yeah, my mom is too.
Yeah,
My mom
but
is too.
shorty, cutie.
Uh,
But yeah, so yeah, I'm looking. So there's a few possibilities, and I'm just, I don't really like plan things because I feel like, if I plan things, it becomes this emotional bipolar experience. Yes, it's good. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, yeah. So I don't do
you
that
go
anymore. I
wildly
allow.
on one side.
Yeah, yeah. I don't do that anymore. I just allow.
Yeah,
And I didn't even know I was going to put my car on the site the other day. I just went. I mean, I went ahead and put it up because I'm like, okay, it's time. I got the message. It's time. So I
yeah,
put it up for sale, and we'll see what
good.
happens.
So is
That's what
there
I
a
do.
car in mind that you're hoping to get? A
One
particular
that has an AC and works great. One that mom can get in and out of. That's that's the goal right now. It's just because I don't care. I would drive this one until it stops running. It's
Yeah,
got a great engine transmission. I mean, it's paid for, um, and I'm okay with that. But it's just there's just the physical needs of someone else that I have to consider. So
that's true. That's
yeah.
true. I understand that totally.
So I don't. I'm just allowing. I don't care what it is, as long as it's good for her.
Yeah,
And good that we can
good.
go get in it and go take off and go to the Carolinas if we want to, and just
I'm gonna
travel
say,
around.
there's a rule. There's a fast and hard rule. When you get a new vehicle, you have to do a road trip.
Right? You have
You
to.
gotta test it out.
Hmm.
So, North Carolina is not too far away.
No, straight up 75.
That's right. And into 95, and here we are.
Hmm.
So come visit.
Yeah. Well, my plan. I don't have plans. We're just gonna let it flow. Let it. Whatever happens, happens. We'll be there.
Spirit will bring you here, I'm sure.
That's it. One way or another. I do plan on eventually, though, getting an RV, and whether that's a trailer or a fifth wheel or whatever, I
Well,
don't care.
that's what hubby and I are talking about is buying an RV and just travel the United States.
Yeah.
Do readings and
Yep.
just go where the gas takes us.
Exactly. Go from spot to spot. You could even get jobs hosting campsites, so that
Uh-huh.
you don't have to pay for campsites. I mean, there's
Oh,
there's
really?
ways. Oh yeah. There's ways to travel without it costing you a lot of money.
Oh,
Of
praise
course,
God.
it is a job, so you're there for a month to 3 months, maybe 4 months, but
Hmm.
then that's the rest of the year you have to go do whatever. Especially if you go up the northern states and do the camping, simply because it is going to require you to be there during the winter times,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to be there during the winter times.
No,
Not an
no,
RV.
no, that's too
So
cold. Unless you got
they
some
go
darn
south.
good heat.
Yeah, exactly. So they just head south. That's what we would do. We would be, because I love up north. It's beautiful, but I'll only
It
go
is
there during
absolutely beautiful.
summertime.
Now where we were at up in Messina, where you're heading,
Uh-oh.
Messina and Plattsburgh, they measure snow by the foot. They don't measure by
Uh-huh.
the inch. It's by the foot.
Right. Uh-oh. Could we have whoever just entered the chat room with us to mute your mic, please? Um, and then we can have you unmute if you wanted to come on and get a reading, but so picks up the
We don't get
background
the
noise.
background noise. Yeah, but look at what a
Yeah.
beautiful young lady she is. Hi,
I know. I'll go
gorgeous.
ahead and
Isn't she
do it for
beautiful?
her.
There she is.
Yes.
Big old brown eyes.
Who is that? You obviously know her.
Well, I know all I see is the PLDJ.
Oh, okay.
What you'll have to share your name with us so we
I
know.
will. And I went
Yeah,
ahead and muted it just for now because it looked like maybe she didn't know how. Oh,
yeah.
but
Barbara
anyway,
is
so
joining us. Hi, Barb.
oh, and hello, Miss Barbara.
Oh, hello, Sherry. Oh,
uh,
I only just saw your post. I thought, oh, gee whiz, I'll get on there.
Well,
nice.
how
Well, thank you.
exciting.
Yeah,
Look at these
welcome.
beautiful ornaments behind her.
Oh, I know. This lady is just like,
Buddhas.
mm-hmm. She's like connected to so
Beautiful.
many different things.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was that? Was that Barbara's live mic? All right, so,
Pam, that's her
uh,
name. Hi,
oh,
Pam.
okay. Hi, Pam. All right, so, I forgot where we were now. All right, so I guess we could just move on and do some readings now. If we wanted to go ahead and do
Well,
that.
I was gonna are you faring well during the retrograde? The
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh, Barbara.
plural,
Is that
retrograde. The
whose mic is that? Is that Pam's? Did I not get that? Because I can't barely hear every word you're saying there. Oh, good. Okay, thank you. Someone muted. All right. What was that?
I said, how are you doing with the retrograde? Oh, let's see. Angie's saying it won't let her in the Google Hangouts. If I just copy this link, will that let her into our Google Hangouts?
Angel is in here already.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, Angel Wolf. That's Angie, right?
No, no, this is
Oh,
Angela Dunson.
okay. Now, what are you asking if you can do? You can send her
She
the
says,
link.
um, she says it won't let me in on Hangouts. What's the link?
Okay. Do you have it, or do you want me to? I can't give it to her. I'm not sure who you're talking
Well,
to.
do I just copy and paste this link that where we're at
Yes,
right
yeah, from
now?
the top of the bar. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that.
Hey, there you go. Anyway, Mercury retrograde. I don't even pay attention. I know so little
There's a
about
number of them going
astrology.
on right now.
I can't. I have too much going on in my world to worry about where the planets are. You know what? I feel like every day, if I don't get up and do something positive and do something meaningful in my world, then just negative shit can happen every day. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
where the
I
planets
think
are, what's retro.
yeah, I don't put too much importance on it. Okay, come
Mhm.
on, honey bun.
Yeah, I just don't. I've tried actually. I've
It's
done a couple of classes for astrology, and I couldn't get it. It's just not meant for me. Not to do. I'll go find some. I've actually had 3 charts done, and they were all different. How's that possible? Two said I
huh.
was a Gemini. One said I was a Cancer. But the
When were you
Geminis were just
born?
all messed up. They were not who I was. I'm not challenging you to do one for me. I'm just letting you know
Oh, no,
that.
I was just curious. Were you on the cusp? Were you born like around the
No,
21st, 22nd?
no. I'm June 15th. I had my
Well, how can
numerology
that make
done.
you one or the other?
Exactly. I had my numerology done even, and that lady took 3 days to figure because she did a little bit of astrology with her numerology, and it took her 3 days because she
Uh-huh.
had to actually look beyond into the asteroids and the comets and how that affected my world because she knew me, and that
Well,
the
then
the rest of it just didn't make sense. I am not a typical Gemini.
Well, awesome. I guess not. And you were born in June, right?
hmm
June?
Yep.
Hmm.
And I was born in Germany.
There's
So I don't
Angie.
know
It
if that
worked.
has a big thing.
Yay.
Oh, yay.
Hi, Angie.
Hi.
She made it. Hoorah.
Hoorah. So yeah, I don't do a lot when it comes to that, and even numerology. I love it. It just makes so much sense. And astrology, when somebody else is talking about it, it makes so much sense. But I go and take a class, and I'm I can't remember all the signs for the astrology see, I even called it wrong. The signs for the first signs.
Yeah.
And the signs for the moon and the freaking earth and all the other planets and all the names and no, I have
Well,
too much going on.
the only reason I keep up with them is because of the magazine, because the girls when they submit
Oh
their
yeah,
their
I love
articles,
reading those.
yeah.
Yeah, but no. So is it treating you okay? I mean, you got a lot going on too. I'm sure you get up every day and get up and do your best because you know.
um, yeah, like I said, I've been pushing to get the magazine done, before I leave. Uh, so we have a May issue, and I'm gonna hopefully have that posted tonight.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, um, and then like I said, we leave tomorrow for Charlotte and doing the Hippie Fest. That's my world, y'all. We're gonna
Right?
do the Hippie Fest, and then Sunday we head to New York.
Ah, fun day or weekend, week, month. It's gonna be. It's just gonna be a fun month. Well, the only bad thing about that is we're gonna miss you here. You won't be with us on our Thursday evenings.
No,
But
but you're gonna have Christina is gonna be back with you.
yep, next week, Miss Christina and Angel, who's in the chat room with us right now, Angel Wolf, and who's going to be at the Hippie Fest with you this weekend. She'll be
Yes.
on with us May 5th.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I
because
don't even know if I've,
I'll be back on the 22nd of May.
no, I don't even know what day that is. Let me look. Oh, yeah, that's
That's
a
on a
Sunday.
Monday.
Huh? Monday? Sunday. Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Is it? Let me look.
I gotta look.
I got I got the calendar on the wall. If I could just get my fingers on it. There we go. The 22nd is a Sunday, so we'll be back on the 23rd because hubby has to be at work on the 24th.
Oh, all right. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, hope he gets plenty of rest because that's going to be a fun trip. Then have to go back to work.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, I always need a week vacation after my vacation.
But, the
You have to
idea
recover.
the idea was to take a week while we were up there to have some time off, but that didn't work out because I just kept getting booked.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, guess you would have tried to plan that. Oops. Who's that? Uh-oh, I think we have another live mic.
So many beautiful faces, so many beautiful people. Thank you all
I
for joining
know.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. All right. So,
Besides,
anybody have any questions or anything for us before we get going on our
heat coming down.
readings?
We're having thunder
Excuse me.
showers here.
Excuse me.
So hopefully, Angel, are you having the thunder showers where you're at too in Charlotte? Charlotte? Yeah, we just had a loud crack of thunder earlier just before the show, and I'm like, oh no, please don't do that to me.
All right. I know. That's what I was thinking. I just had something flying around me. All right. So,
Wonderful.
oh my God. Were you trying to talk to Angel? When I was coughing,
Well,
I
I
thought I
was
heard you.
asking the Angel Wolf if she was having some rain where she's at because that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So, but
She
yeah.
didn't
So
answer.
anyway, so let's make busy. Let's
All
do some
right.
stuff.
All right, let's do some stuff. All right, anybody, first of all, and everybody, you're all protected. When people go into a reading, they ask me, what do I do? Because they don't feel like sometimes that they protect themselves enough because they feel like, they get this energy from whoever they're reading that intrudes them.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it infiltrates into their energy system. Um, and first of all, it's like you got to believe that nothing can penetrate you. Nothing. When you are in this energy with God and the Great Spirit and everything that we've got going on, the angels, the passed over loved ones, and et cetera, that there's so much love and protection around us that nothing can penetrate it. I did have one reading.
And there's
It
there's
did.
there's visual rituals that we can do, surrounding ourselves with the white light of protection and such. But the bottom line is exactly what you said. You just have to know it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple. There's
Yeah.
no magic bullet to it. There's no fancy ritual. It's just you just know. You
You're
just
there.
know
And I live in it 24/7. I don't know about you, but I have very prophetic
all the time.
dreams. And so yeah, I even in my
Hmm.
sleep I am protected because my I it goes I can go you can go off the chart crazy energetically, and they still try to come and infiltrate. I have had it, even during a Reiki
Yeah.
session once. But just to know, that I felt it, you recognize, use your discernment, and then poof, get it out of there. I open my vortex and send it right away so it doesn't infiltrate and get in. That's what I do. I love my vortex. It's like, bye bye. You're not allowed. I wish I could do that with some people in my life, but hey, spirit, okay.
Yeah. Well.
I'm like, no way. Anyway, so yes, we're protected. And anytime I do a
Yes.
reading, I include whoever is in that bubble. We're all in the bubble of that protection. So, and then to
That's true.
prepare, even I do the smudging. I always smudge. I have
Smudge
my
stick.
sage
Yep.
all the time, and I
You
go
know what?
through these.
I didn't talk about a hair lip moment. We went to our local, big old bag of sage on sale, half price, big old pound bag. And I'm like, I'm buying this puppy. And so I went, sat in here in my office, and I went to open it up
Hmm.
to, use it. Rubbed sage. You know what you
Uh,
use rubbed sage for, right?
uh,
Your turkey
yeah.
seasoning and your cornbread seasoning. And I'm like, well, sir, I got a
Yeah.
pound of rubbed sage. That's going to be a lot of turkey. My husband's like, can't you burn that for the smudging? I'm like, no, that's white
No.
sage.
Yeah, that's a whole other kind of
So if
sage.
anybody needs
Bam,
some
calm down.
rubbed sage, message
Mm.
me on Facebook with your request and your address, and I'll mail you some rubbed sage. So we'll all be giving thanks this Thanksgiving.
That's a good thing actually because that stuff is expensive at the store. What'd you pay for it?
It was and I thought it was a little pricey, but it was half price, and I didn't pay attention. I was in a hurry,
Mm,
and so I got it for I think it was $10 roughly. So
right?
I bought it, and I'm like, cool beans, you know, and was starting to use it today, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like leaves. At the corner, and I looked inside, and I'm like, well, I'd be darned. And I looked at the label, rubbed sage. That's like, for your dressing and your
Yeah,
turkey and stuff.
I
So
actually use that on chicken and some
chicken and
lasagna
beans,
recipes.
great,
When
great
you
pinto
do
beans, lentils and stuff.
hmm veggie lasagna. It's good on that.
Oh yeah. So anybody needing some rubbed sage,
We'll just get a hold of Belle.
yeah.
She's got it by the pound. Oh, that's funny though. But yeah, I sage all the
Yeah,
time. I love the smell of
yeah,
sage.
yeah.
But I don't do it just to do it. I only do it during ceremony, which you're supposed to. It's like some people use it as incense. I don't use it
Yeah,
as
no, I
incense.
clear with it. You know,
Yeah.
when I've done with a lot of people in my room or my office here, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you got to clean out the baggage. You got to clean out the debris.
Exactly.
Take out the garbage.
Mm-hmm. It's for sure because it does like just clear the air. So anyway, okay. All right. So first, should we just like be drawn to who we're drawn to? Does someone need to have a like a pending question, a burning desire to know something? Um,
So who wants it? Who is interested? If you're interested in getting a reading, just type me in the chat room,
there you go.
and that way, you know, we'll not single somebody out that wasn't thinking of a reading, but
You're all
you
susceptible.
know.
You're a trapped audience now. I'm just kidding. And there's a few of you watching over on the YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. If you want to come into the live chat room with us on the Google Hangouts, the link is in the chat box right there. I think that's the whole link. I wonder if that's just a couple of missing links. That looks like it's a couple of missing
Yeah.
links, actually.
I'm looking at Pam's question. Just very quickly, Pam, honey, when you say back here, where is here? Is this where you were at, your hometown, or I should say his hometown? What do you mean by back here?
Home with her.
Pittsburgh. Okay. Okay. What is your son's first name, Pam? And you can turn on your microphone if
Oh,
you
I'll have
wish.
to unmute her. I will unmute her.
Yeah. Alex. Okay. That just helps me tap into his energy as it is connected to you.
I'll unmute it. I need my control room.
You're under strobe light. What was that all about? Bah, 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 bah. Did you see that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Little light flashes going on around you. I'm like,
Re-
wait a minute. I thought I was having the storms.
Really? I'm trying to unmute her. It's not letting me unmute. Wait, are you there, Pam?
There it is. Yes.
Yay, all right.
All righty. Let me, excuse me. Pardon me. Hugs and kisses are priority over
Oh,
here.
yes, I agree. Hugs and kisses must
Good
happen.
night. I love you. Night night. Well, to your bed. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Okay, Pam. The first thing that I get for Alex, has he had a troubled, and I'm going to go back about 18 months, and it could probably be a little bit longer than that, but it seems like for the past 18 months he's had some trouble, and not so much that he's been in trouble, but just, and I really want to call him the victim. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
Okay, like there's some unjust, some unfair stuff that he's found himself caught up in. And Spirit really wants to, first and foremost, we want to pat him on the back because he has tried so hard. And he tends to be spirits wanting him to get over the pity party. Okay. In other words, we want him to kind of give himself some credit because he's come a long way. You know what I mean? And so this tells me that Alex is indeed accepting a lot of responsibility for what he has had to experience. He's accepting that responsibility. Um, he just needs to work on forgiving himself. Okay. In other words, let's don't beat ourselves up because I used to get really hung up on mistakes that I made in my past. And I used to say to Spirit, "Oh, I am so sorry, for my mistakes and yada yada." And Spirit would say, "Mistake? We don't understand. What is your mistake?" And they would call it mistake. And I was like, well, back when I did this, and boy, was that a bad decision. And back when I did that, and they said, did you learn from your mistake? And I was like, well, yes, I did. Then how was it a mistake? And I'm like, oh, so they don't accept or nor do they understand that word mistake. And so we want Alex to understand that everything that he's experienced in this past 18 months has been for his purpose of lessons. And he does learn quickly. I will give him that. He learns quickly. So we want him to get out of the pity party and to start, really giving himself some credit because he's come a long way, baby. You understand that?
Yes.
Um, the answer to your question is he going to find a job by the end of July? Um, yes, the answer is yes. But what I'd like to see him do is to maybe tweak just a little bit of the direction that he's looking for a job. Like what kind of work is he hoping to do?
He's a statistician.
A statistician?
Yeah, he has a
That would,
master's in IO
uh-huh.
psychology.
Okay, because I want him to tweak a little bit the direction that he's looking.
Okay.
Okay, so like we might say that a statistician is, usually goes to this place for a job, but we're going to find he's going to be utilized in many other places. And so I want him to tweak just a little bit about where he's looking at. And Spirit does show me that he is going to be hired even before the deadline of the end of July. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Now, is he going through some personal, I don't want to get too personal on the air, but is he going through a lot of personal business changes for himself? Like,
He
is there a
takes on
divorce?
a
Is there,
lot.
what's that, honey?
He takes on a lot on himself.
Yeah, yeah. He's got to stop that.
Yeah.
Now, is he married?
No.
Okay. Did he just end something like end relationship, or maybe it's that he just finished school or something, but there's an ending around him, and I
He,
feel like that he's not
he
quite let go of that. Do you understand what I mean?
that was over New Year's.
Okay. Is he still holding on to that? Because that's, you
Yes.
know, he's got to let that go. Okay. And as soon as he and we know it's not that easy, Pam. We know it's not. And what we want him to be able to do is to look at that relationship as having been an opportunity, because within that opportunity he learned a lesson and he had a great experience. And so rather than looking back on it and saying, well, that was horrible, we can look back at it and say, you know what, I'm so grateful for her and for the experience that they brought to me, because now I know I'm not going to go there again. You understand? So if we can change, and that's what I think Spirit wants him to tweak a little bit, how he looks at things, and that's going to really shift and alter the way that his path is heading right now.
Okay.
And when I get him into June keeps coming up for me. That's when some really big changes are going to take place around him. Okay, not just um, uh, not just good luck opportunities, but you're going to see a whole new energy around him, because right now he is doing a lot of um, Spirit says think of him as being in the bathtub and just soaking and bathing. That's literally what he's doing in a spiritual sense, is that he is just soaking and he's bathing and he's cleansing. And so we'll leave him be, to do that, because he knows what he needs. And so let's let him take care of that.
Okay.
Does that make sense, honey?
Very much so.
Okay. Marvelous, marvelous.
That
Who's
relation.
who's also got the birthday as well around you or him or in that family? Who has the birthday? For me, it has to be just recently or soon coming up. It has to be this time frame, because
This
Spirit's
time,
yelling happy birthday.
what,
In other
April,
words, we're,
May?
we're this is April, right? So
Right.
somebody had to have had a birthday in April or one coming up in May.
April.
Okay.
April.
Um, and who would be the older male that is connected to this family?
With the birthday in April?
No, this is an older male in spirit who is shouting, like shouting, "Happy
My
birthday!"
dad.
Like he wants. Okay, he wants you to know that he's not forgotten. Okay, the birthday that was here.
Yeah.
and just trying to acknowledge it. And you know, this your father is so precious. He is a rather quiet man until he wants to be heard. And then he can bellow, he can be loud when he
Yeah.
needs to. You know what I mean? Because I felt him and I wasn't ignoring him, but I was just wanting to finish my point that I was making with Alex. And and I guess he thought that I was going to hang up the phone here, and so he started shouting at me, you know, "Happy birthday!" You know, he just wants you to know that he didn't forget.
Okay.
Mother is still here.
No,
Okay, who's the and I'm going to call this the matriarch of the family. Is that you?
that's my older sister.
Okay. Um, there's something that she's been going through, and I don't know if this is health wise, but she's a worrisome person. She's very worried, and Father needs her to know I'm right there with you, and I'm going through this with you, and I'm going to help you through this. Okay, so we need to pass that message on to her as well.
Okay.
Yes.
She's a motherly type. She worries.
Yes. Yeah, like she's the mother. I saw it as a mother figure, but maybe that's just the role she's taken on. And but he just wants you. He blows kiss. Wants you to know how much he loves you, and you being plural, for all of you. So please pass that along.
I will. Thank
And I
you.
do feel like I have to congratulate Alex for so much that he's accomplished. Okay, and we need him to understand that as well.
He's done it in a short time, too.
Yes. Yes. He's remarkable. You tell him I said so.
Yeah. It's like a sponge. He just absorbs everything.
Yes, yes, very much so. God bless him. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Solana, did you have more to add? Any information you wanted to put in there?
No, I'm sorry. I had a visitor, so I was distracted.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Nobody pays attention to my schedule. Can I just say that real quick?
Feel like my
They don't.
4-year-old?
Yeah, you know.
But
But
they don't.
my people are adults. I'm like, did you not see his Facebook? Okay, that's all over Facebook. What I'm doing. But anyway, I'm sorry. No, I didn't. Um,
So, Pam, I hope that helps you, honey, and more so
Yes.
helps Alex. Because what a beautiful young man he is.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You're so welcome. Thank you.
from what I heard, that sounded really good. He sounds like a lovely person. Wish him
Yeah,
well.
yeah. He's one of those people that says, oh, I just get one plate. Well, just pile it on. Just put it all on one plate. I'll handle it. No big deal, and just
Mm-hmm.
fills up that plate. Oh, is that all I got? Put it on the plate. I can handle it. And he does. That's the cool thing is he does, right? He handles it, doesn't he?
Multitaskers unite.
But
We're
he
good.
does it, and so wonderful young man. All right, who
So
was
cool.
next?
I believe Barbara said me.
Oh,
I'm up
hi,
for
Barb.
anything.
Barb says I'm up for anything. That's just a commercial, honey. Okay, go talk to Papa and ask him to get you set up, please. Go talk to Papa. Nana's
He's
on the
so
radio.
cute. I think I
What's
got
that
Barbara.
movie called?
I'm muted now.
All right. Sorry about that.
Thanks.
Tell Papa to put it on 57. Tell him to put it on 57. I don't know. It's Disney Channel. Go tell Papa put it on 57. Disney Channel. Yep. Go on. Sandy's got you covered. Sorry about that.
That's okay. My grandson would watch Mickey Mouse Club over and over, and as long as we
Team
would let
Umizoomi in this house. Team Umizoomi. I
him.
find myself singing to the darn thing. But you know what's really
So
bad
precious.
is when he's not here,
You're
I'm
still
still
singing it.
watching it.
Are you? Well, you got to
There
keep
we
up once you start, right? It's like a soap opera.
Yeah, the rain just hit. All right. I kept hearing something. I'm like, what is that noise?
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Barb,
Okay, so
Barb,
Barb.
Barb, did you
No,
have
Barbara.
questions, honey bun?
No, just whatever comes through, sweetheart. I'm just open to whatever comes through. I have too many questions to sort one out.
I was going to say. A
You
lot
know
going on
me.
in that mind.
Well, Solana,
Uh,
do you want to go first, honey, this
I'm
time?
like just looking at her. I can see all this stuff swirling. But you are. Did you just start something with someone? And I mean like a business.
no, no.
Okay, because I got business around you. You're all about business right now, and it looks like either you're starting something, thinking about starting something, or about to start something.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
And it could
Okay.
come to you like where you. I guess if what they're showing me from like out of left field. It's just like
Oh, okay.
it'll just like come to you. But it has something to do with someone you know. It's not like you don't know this person. Someone you know, but physically know.
It's out in the real world. It's not in the spiritual
In
world.
in the real
And
world.
out. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In the physical world, and it feels like a woman actually that you may already know, and someone who's like around you though, right there with
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
But you already know this person. Um, and I gotta tell you, she real quick, because she's like I'm seeing her now. It's like she's shorter, with dark hair, but kind of graying. Um, she's got a round face, a little round. She's not real petite, but she's not big. She's just average, like all of us. But yeah, but she looks very businessy. They're showing me her like she's the business mind. I know. All right, fine. That's what they're showing me. So that's what I'm gonna say. I gotta find my chat room back. Sorry. Um, looks like. So, anything else though? Let me see if there's anything else for Miss Barb. And again, just swirling of energy all around you. So are you healing? Are you healing well? Are you? I know you just had a surgery, right? You're
Yeah.
healing nicely.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going well. Yeah. Thank you.
Because that's the energy that's all around you right now. It's all healing energy, and
Yeah. They've been focusing on that.
well, I know you. You focus over here and over here and over here. Multitaskers unite. Because you really do have a lot going on in there. You really
Yeah.
do have a lot going on in your head. But they're not really showing me like nothing other than the business lady, the healing. Belle, are you seeing anything from Miss Barb?
Actually, what about my connection with Archangel Metatron? What comes to mind?
Um, Metatron. Now, now, what do you mean by your relationship? Because
My
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, you know what your connection is, you know. But is he with you
I
more?
feel there's something more to it.
He's the one who is like the force behind business. He's the force behind motivation. He's the force behind what is going on with my screen? I keep losing my screen. I'm sorry, but he's the force behind. So if you're even talking about him, then there is a force that is just behind you and pushing you and motivating you. So be open to things that come around. If someone suggests something, just say yes. You should be in yes mode, and not just say yes to everything.
Well, almost everything.
No, everything, because everything that was going to come in your path is going to be for good. So I think we lost
Okay.
Belle. My screen just flashed. I lost my chat. I lost my screen, and then it made me go back
Lost.
to doing the allow thing.
We have lost Belle.
Yes, she's no longer here. But as far as doing your thing, knowing that she's behind you, motivating you though, and if you're thinking about him, he's around. You know how that works. Or even if you're
Yeah.
questioning what's my relationship or what's to come, but he's always there, motivating and pushing. And if you're thinking, he's definitely there. If you're
Okay.
asking.
No, it's just that I do call on him a lot, and I was just wondering where this is going to be taking me. Our link, is it going to get stronger and stronger?
Well, always. I mean, that's just the way it works, though. You know how it goes when you have one with you and there's some that may leave. And then that one will leave and then more will come in. They come and go as needed. You know? So you're going through some heavy stuff, though, if you got Megatron. Come on.
Yeah.
You're going through some heavy stuff.
It doesn't matter whether it's healing or any spiritual work, and I always just bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I don't feel to be calling on anybody else.
Right.
And I was sort of looking for some clarification as to why I've actually, being felt to call on him in particular. Yeah.
Oh, well, we know nothing's by chance. Everything is synchronicity. And so that's who you're, it's like with people, they just get introduced to the archangels and then they have one or two that they may call on all the time. And then all of a sudden, they got Ariel coming. And then, Gabrielle's coming over here. And, because it's just what we need at the time is who's around us. Same with our guides and angels and what we need. And no matter what time, it can be different. So.
Well, this has been happening for about the last 3, maybe 4 years.
And he's still here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was wondering if he was going to be going or he is sort of thing, with my connection.
I can't answer that. Is he going to be going? No, but you can always add, but here again, I know our angels and our guides and our loved ones are here to help motivate us, to help encourage us, to know that it's all within us. It's just like, we can go through all these different experiences and processes and just to come out of it and go, well, dang, it was always right in here inside me all along. If I just had to, there's no place like home, and that's right here.
That's right.
Yeah, so they're always going to be different, and they're always just looking at and really helping us to find our own power, to realize just how special we are and how powerful we are.
Because usually they say if you want to do such and such a thing, you call on a certain archangel or other person in spirit who can come in and help you. But I don't feel to do that. I just keep calling on Metatron.
I've never done that. I have never called on the archangels. I've always had Jacob. I've known about Jacob since I was a teenager. Jacob's my main guy over there in the other world, and and so he's just the one that's always been and always will be. And I mean, not that I don't have the others around me and feel them and know that their presence is here, but when it comes to calling on for help, no, I usually just have Jacob. And I usually don't always have to call on him. He knows when he needs to be around. I don't even have to worry about it now. He knows. So yeah, that's the kind of connections we have with the spirit world, though. They know us better than we know ourselves. So they know when to come around. And so if you feel the presence of someone or another angel at any time, acknowledge, accept, and say yay.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Belle's not with me. It doesn't look like I'll get any words from her. She's not on.
Now, she said that rain hit, and I bet you her cable went out.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yep, that's the way it happens, especially if you're on satellite here. The wind blows, your internet goes. And that's just the way that goes. So,
Let's hope it doesn't.
What's that?
Let's hope it doesn't happen with your connection then.
Oh no.
Well, us others will have to read each other then.
Let's do that. Everyone, come on. Let's do readings. I love that.
They might not like that suggestion.
Do what?
They might not like that suggestion.
Who might not?
To read, we all read for each other.
Oh, yeah. Well, Angel's on here. Angel's going to be on the show with us next Thursday. Right, Miss Angel? Are you here? Are you available to talk?
Can you hear me?
Ah, there you are. Yes, hello.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. I'm happy I figured out how to work this thing.
Oh, I know. It's, if you have an app, then yeah, you just got to copy paste our link into it, and it'll bring you right in. And that's only on certain things. Google Hangout doesn't always work if you don't have the right flash. That's just the way that goes.
Yeah, but I'm in here, so I made it in. Yay.
Yay. And then you're going to be with Miss Belle this weekend. I wish I could go to that. That was going to be so cool.
Oh, it is. I'm so excited.
So she was asking earlier what kind of weather you guys are having. She's good.
Saturday, I think we're supposed to be like 80 with a slight chance of showers in the late afternoon.
Oh, good.
So,
it'll be good then.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Awesome. Well, that's going to be fun. If you guys are in, where is it at? Chattanooga? No, that's Tennessee.
Charlotte.
We were just talking about Tennessee this afternoon. But not we, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so anyway, in the Carolinas, yeah. That's if you're going to be in that area, you guys need to go to the Hippie Fest and go check that out, because that's going to be awesome. A lot of things going on there, not just limited. I'm sure that's how Hippie Fests go. Oh, I bet they're going to have a VW bug display and all kinds of stuff there.
Oh, won't that be cool?
Oh my God, I love those little camper bugs.
I would so want one of those.
Oh yeah, I know. Christina posted one to my page. She's been posting campers the last couple of days because she knows I want one. But yeah, a little hippie, gypsy camper. But anyway, if anybody else wants to come on and ask any kind of questions or talk with us, come on. Lend your voice to the conversation. Anybody else want to say anything? Who else? Oh, Angie. Oh, did I unmute Angie? I may not have unmuted her. I had to mute her briefly. Oh, yeah, she's unmuted. Pam's the only one that's muted. Did I unmute you, Pam? Did you mute yourself back up, Pam? You're so good. Oops.
I muted myself.
Yes. Awesome. Good job. But anyway, do either of you have any questions? Anyone have any questions or anything? Or want to talk about anything? If not, we'll just go ahead and let y'all go since Miss Belle's not with us. And
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I had to mute myself. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, Angie. There you go.
I was muted. Yeah, I had sent a question in the conversation part. I don't know if you got it.
Oh no. Go ahead. Like I said, I lost my chat room, and it's like I don't have anything in here.
Yeah, I keep going back and forth to the chat room too.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Google Hangouts right now. Maybe it's just the internet, but in any case, what's your question?
I was just asking a question about my kids. I've been fighting in court for quite some time now, and two of my kids I don't have custody of. My youngest I have custody of, and my oldest one is I have joint custody of. My youngest one lives at home, but there's two of my other kids that are in foster care. And for the last 5 years, the court has illegally kept my kids from me. So I've been going through a lot of legal battles, going through the appellate division and winning appeals, trying to go through like the Supreme Court to have them overrule the family court. So basically, I just wanted to know what you could pick up, if I'm going to be able to see them or get visits with them anytime soon, because this has just been an awful long battle, and I'm tired. I mean, I'm still fighting and I'm still going to. Those are my kids. But, like,
Right.
I'm trying to have so much hope and faith right now that something's gonna suddenly change or happen soon, because I'm in there, I'm fighting, I'm strong, but like it's just like a battle that I'm getting very tired from
It'll
it.
wear you down, especially dealing with CPS and the courts and foster care, and oh my God, I know my daughter went through that actually, because of a false phone call from her ex. Okay, started the ball, and oh my God. So anyway, do you have like a woman judge? I have like a Marcia
Yeah.
Clark figure. Is this your lawyer? Or is this the woman judge?
No, it's the woman judge, and she absolutely hates me.
I'm like because she reminds me of Marcia Clark. Do you know who Marcia Clark is?
I have no
She
idea what
was
that is.
she was the prosecutor at the O.J. Simpson trial 30 years ago. and I just couldn't stand her little haired self because she was just very, arrogant.
Nasty, rude, disrespectful, all that. Yeah, the judge, she absolutely can't stand me, but it's not just me. She does it to everybody that goes in front of her. She has a lot of control issues, and she has a lot of power issues, and she disobeys the law, she abuses her power, and she takes advantage of being a judge, and she just does not deserve to be on the bench.
Right.
I mean, I've turned her into the commissions. I'm kind of hoping that they'll investigate her, or during the time of me doing all these appeals, because they have the authority to take her from my case and eventually take her from the bench, but like she's just doing so many illegal things that she shouldn't be doing. And like I said, I just been fighting, and I have court coming up again, and I'm just hoping that something's going to change things. I just can't. I mean, I'm going to keep fighting, but like I don't want to anymore. I'm to the point where I'm just exhausted.
Yeah, I know. I feel for you. But I feel like she's just so arrogant. It's just like she won't let anything. I mean, I don't even see her reading full case, study. You know what I mean? I feel like her just passing judgment on the briefs.
Right.
And that's just so not right. Because you can't look beneath and see who all is involved when you're just basing on the briefs. And forming an opinion before you go into into court and hear it. That's what she does. It's like just everybody's just a bad seed. God, is there any way you can get her out of that court? Get your case out of her court?
The only person that can do that is either the commissions, which I've turned them in, but I haven't heard from them yet of whether or not they're going to investigate her. And the only other people that can remove her from my case is the appellate division. Mm-hmm. But the appeals that I have pending right now, they're probably not going to schedule them until September. And even if they make a decision, I probably won't get it until October or November. And they're the only, unless the commissions removes her from my case, they're my only hope.
Mm-hmm. I know, that's just horrible. And I'm just looking to see, because I know that these kids, oh my God, being in foster care is the worst. And, it does a lot of damage the longer they're in there. Gosh, I just keep getting her angry face in my face. So that means that angry face is just going to be in your face. You just have to stay resilient and just hope, that, God, you could be heard. I mean, you have a lawyer, right?
No, I represent myself.
Oh, no, that's the other bad thing. No way to get a lawyer either because you don't have custody of your kids.
I can get a lawyer, but I don't want to, because every time I get a lawyer, she makes fun of them and she bullies them and she picks on anybody that is in my favor. Yeah. And the other reason why I don't is because it would take a really long time for me to explain a really long case to them, and I don't have time to. I know my case better than anybody, so I'm just better off representing myself. And I have a lot of history with the courts. I'm familiar with cases, and I have really good appeal attorneys that are helping me. And I've gone to school. I've gone to college. I'm working on my third college degree right now. One of my degrees was in legal studies, so I pretty much know what I'm doing. So
right, but she doesn't view it that way. She views that as you thinking that you know more.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Where do you live? I'm like, I don't even have to say it. I just keep getting her icky face in my face. So I just see her icky face in your face. Is there any way you could bring the kids to her?
No, I mean, she's seen the kids. She's talked to the kids before, but she lies to them. The appellate division keeps criticizing her for everything that she's doing. Like I said, I've won 9 appeals. I've had 9 reversals on her.
And yet you don't have your kids.
Nope. I know I'm going to win more appeals. I'm not worried about winning my appeals. Those will definitely go in my favor. I'm just hoping that they'll actually remove her from my case.
Just return your kids. Is that what your goal is?
Well, yeah. I mean, I would like to get visits with my kids and have my kids home, but she's just not budging.
Wow. How old are they?
They're going to be 11 and 13 this year.
Wow. Okay, well, thank goodness. The older they get, the more say and stuff that they're going to have, though. So, I mean, but it's been 5 years? Oh, my God.
It's been 5 years since I've seen them.
Wow.
She hasn't let me see them in 5 years. She's illegally kept them from me. I've asked to see them. I've tried to see them, but she just won't let me. Without any legal reason to do so.
Yeah,
she doesn't have a legal reason to keep them from me. She's just doing it on purpose because she don't like me.
She doesn't like anybody.
She can.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Talking about abusive authority, that's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't like anybody. She don't even like herself. For her to be that nasty in my face, she doesn't even like herself.
No, I know. I've heard other people complain about her. I'm not the only person to complain about her. The people have wrote bad things about her in the paper here. People have wrote bad things about her on Facebook. There are so many people that would just love to see her removed from the bench.
Right, but you know they don't work that way. I mean, that has to be, I mean, she has to do something outrageous. And right now she's serving agenda, if you know what that means.
Mm.
And the agenda is just to keep everybody in chaos.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. That's the agenda. That's the agenda of every court across the lands. Abusive authority, just nasty arrogance, misconduct. I mean, it happens every day. Every frickin' day. And you know, until we get a group of people to go up there and protest, riot. No, I'm not inciting riot. Just a peaceful
People
protest.
have done that. I mean, there's a news guy here in Watertown, John Fryatt, and he would love to do a story on it. And many times I've talked to him and I thought about it. But like he said, if I go public, he's scared that it could go in my favor. But right now, because I'm the victim, he doesn't want to go it against me on my appeals until I win those all. But at the same time, if it's brought to the public, you know, maybe she'd change, or it might get faster that she'd get removed from her duties.
Mm-hmm.
If the commissions finds out what's going on. But at the same time, it could backfire in my face because she already hates me, and if I do something like that, then, you know, because she has the ruling and the say, then she would be able to do other mean things to me. So,
well, honey, how much more meaner can she get by keeping you from your kids? That is the meanest, most cold-hearted thing I think anybody on this planet could do, is keep the mother from her children when her mother wants to be with the children. So I would say do it. Make some noise. I mean, look at this. You know who Stephen Avery is, right?
no, I don't think so.
You don't know who Stephen Avery is? Oh, my God. Who doesn't know who Stephen Avery is? He's that. Okay, have you heard of Making of a Murderer?
No.
You haven't even heard of Making of a Murderer? Do you have Netflix?
Yeah, but I don't watch it very often. I'm kind of a busy person.
And my only point is that Stephen Avery was a nobody. He's in prison for murder and, you know, rape that he didn't commit twice. And until he made noise and got a movie made about it, did anything start to happen for this man? He's still sitting in prison, but he's got one of the best lawyers right now, and he'll be out soon.
Right.
Again. Second time. Make some noise. That's the only way, because she's arrogant. She's already done more. She's already done more to you. I mean, you know, what can she do? She can't take these kids away from you because you're making noise about her keeping 2 kids away from you, because, hello, that's just going to be more noise. And that's one thing that they don't want, is noise. The people in Calumet County and in Waxahachie County, wherever that thing took, I can't even remember how it was called now. Anyway, they aren't happy because Stephen's making noise, and they're having to reverse their appellate decisions.
Right.
Make some noise. That's the only thing, because this woman's just arrogant and in your face, and that's how it's going to be. Yeah. I can't stand her. I just want to stop. I want to break connection right here. Just make some noise, because that's the only thing that I think that's going to help your case. Make some noise. Get the media on it, and the real media. You know who Alex Jones is?
No.
Okay. Someone else that you could just, contact if you want to make some noise, because he doesn't like it when people keep their kids from their parents, and the way the system works, and CPS and
A news reporter
foster care. What's that?
What is he, like a news reporter or something?
Yeah, he's got his own network, internet TV station, Alex Jones, Infowars.com. Yep. He is not your typical media guy that gets paid by other people to spew out what they want. He speaks out against the system and the establishment. So just
I wish there were more people like him, because I would love to be able to find an attorney that would take my case pro bono.
Pro bono.
Or that would, make some noise by suing DSS, because after all the neglect that they've caused my kids, and after them illegally detaining my kids, they deserve to be sued for a shit ton of money, although it's not going to make up for the years that I've lost with my kids, but it sure the hell is going to give me a comfortable life.
Yeah, right. Well, nothing's going to give you back those years you've lost with those babies. But, somebody should pay dearly.
You said his name was Alex Jones?
Yes, Alex Jones, and it's Infowars.com. And they've got, they do news all day long. You can watch them on YouTube also. Mm-hmm. But he's got his own channel. People pay him $10 a month. They subscribe to him, and he's got millions of followers.
Really?
Yes, he's thinking. But it's because he's speaking out against the establishment. He's speaking out against the atrocities that's going on against America today. And right. CPS, foster care, is a big one for him. He's a Christian man who completely believes in family. And Barbara, she's got 2 kids at home and 2 kids in foster care.
Oh,
it's the 2 kids. Yeah, so it's the 2 kids. They can't take the 2 that you've got. But yeah, make some noise, girl. Make a noise. Make some noise. I mean, start a Facebook media campaign, Twitter campaign. Put her name all over the place.
Right.
Make some noise, and show other cases where she's just as ruthless and just as cold-hearted. Right. Because you got plenty of examples. Damn it. Just can't. I had to cut away from her energy because she's just nasty.
Yeah, she is. She's a horrible person. As soon as the sad part is I sometimes can see things and sense things myself, and when she was on the TV trying to get votes, I instantly did not like her. I was like, oh no, I can't let anyone vote for this lady. I'm like, she cannot be a judge. And I begged everybody, all my friends, all my family, I'm like, please vote for Andrew Moses. He would be an awesome family court judge. He would be fair. You know what I mean? He would do his job. He would follow the law. I'm like, I can't have this lady on the bench because she's just horrible. I'm like, I just got this really, horrible feeling from her. And that was just seeing her on TV. I had never even met her in person, but I just kept getting horrible vibes.
Wow.
Really, really negative, evil vibes from her. And I was like, I can't have this lady. And then when we all voted, and even though people voted for Andrew, and I found out she won, I was so pissed. I was so upset. I cried and everything. And then the first time I went in front of her, I was just like, oh my God. It was worse. Being in front of her, being in person, it was even worse. The feelings and the things that I felt and the things that I seen was just horrible. And ever since that day, me and her just, she does it to everybody. It's not just me. But when it comes to me, I feel like she's a little bit worse to me than she is to other people. Mm-hmm. But, me and her do not see eye to eye at all. Me and her, I can't stand her, and she knows it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, she can't stand her either. So, you got something in common. She cannot stand herself. She is miserable, unhappy, cold-hearted.
I can sense that when I'm around her. I can sense a lot of negativity and pessimism and hatred and bitterness, and I sense all of that when I'm near her. She's just an awful, 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 awful person. And she is all about control and power.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Control and power. Control and power is really big with her. She oversteps DSS all the time. Like, she's always overstepping her boundaries. She's always doing illegal things. And she's just awful. And I've wrote so many complaints to the commissions, and I'm just like, please, I'm like, this woman is horrible. Please help me. And I've listed all my complaints, all the illegal things she's done and everything, and I'm just really hoping. I mean, I haven't heard from them. I don't know, are you getting anything from, like, Spirit or seeing anything, like, if they're going to actually investigate her and if they're going to do anything about her?
No, they're not. They're not. It would take. I mean, once you get in that game, okay, she's in the game. She is in the game, okay? She's in the game. They ain't going to be taking her out of the game. The only way she's going to get out of the game is death.
Well,
you know?
I don't want to wish death on anybody, but I wish she died because she's making my life a living hell.
No, and I mean that she could be a lifer, because once you're in that game, and people need to understand that our justice system is not justice. It is the most corrupt system.
I know that.
So once you're in there and you're in that game, I have a lawyer friend here, and they keep asking her to run for the district attorney, and she won't do it. She won't do it. She wants to stay in her private. Yeah, because she knows they're crooked.
Because they're crooked.
Yep,
they are. They're very crooked.
She doesn't care how much money they pay. They're throwing money at her, and campaign money.
I would never be able to be in anything like that either. I don't blame her. I mean, because they're crooked, and I'm not a crooked person, and I'm not a dishonest person like that, and I would expose them. I would not even be doing the same thing they'd be doing. I'd be exposing them.
Yeah, that's why she's staying a lawyer, so she can expose the crap that happened. She's got a case right now that was like double jeopardy. That she just got the guy off, and they told him to come pick up his gun. As soon as he picked up his gun, they got him for a concealed weapon. What? Yeah. So, she's for the people. She won't do it because they're a corrupt system. It's just corrupt all the way up.
Right.
All the way up. Even some of the lawyers. I wanted to be a lawyer at one time.
Yeah, even some of the
lawyers. And then I saw the
shark
shark pool.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, no, the whole system, I don't see them doing anything to her. You're going to have to make some noise. That's the only way, because right now everything is going the way they want it to go. It's their agenda. Remember, it's not yours.
For now.
For now.
The other thing that I see happening, though, is I got the Supreme Court involved, so I have a case going in front of him on May 11th, and he can overrule her to let me see my kids. Not sure if he's gonna, but he can. He has the authority to overrule her.
He has the authority to, but will he? And how much in bed is he with them?
I don't know. But
we just can take your
chances. But what I do know is that the appellate division is dead set against this judge. And the appellate division has reversed several of her orders. And so I have more appeals pending in front of them. And I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to win those appeals. The problem is that I'm probably not going to get those decisions until towards the end of the year. And I really didn't want to wait that much longer to see my kids. But, I mean, if I have to, I will. But I didn't really want to if I don't have to.
It's not by choice. It's not by choice. And I'm looking, I think this next guy looking to me, he looks tall, thin, short hair. I mean, like, not even, like, any kind of sideburn or anything. It might even be going kind of bald up on the top.
Yeah.
That's the guy that you're going to be up in front of. And so, let's see. I see him looking through the papers, and, like, he's, like, actually reading them. So that's bonus. He's actually not. He's
a fair judge. He's very fair. He's not biased at all, and he follows the law.
So I'm just seeing him right now, really looking through the case and stuff. So you might have a better chance with him. But before then, make some noise. I can still keep getting make noise. You got to make some noise, girl, because this is crap, and it's just going to keep going on. Like you said, you're not the only one, and it's going to keep going on and keep going on and keep going on until people get up and make some noise.
Right. And the other thing is once I get the reversals at the end of the year. The other thing is the appellate division has the authority to remove her from my case, and I have asked them, and I really feel by the end of the year that that's what they're going to do. Is I really feel they're going to remove her because they're going to see her repeated behavior and everything that she's doing to me and any other appeals that go in front of them, and they're going to see her for what she really is. And I really think because they've already removed her from other cases that were having problems with her. Other appeals have gone in front of them, and other people were having problems with her, and they actually removed her from their case.
Yeah, they'll remove her from a case, but they won't remove her from her position.
Right. Yeah. Right, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to remove her from the bench, but do you see the appellate division removing her from my case by the end of the year?
You know, I think so, because this man that you're about to go in front of, he's just like really into reading what you're going through. So he's looking at the whole big picture here and seeing everything. Everything that you've got. He's not just going to look at, one little, brief, which they do. Most judges look at the brief and then. But I think I see him really looking into it and really taking his due diligence with it. So you're going to have a better chance with this man. So I definitely would see towards that being taken care of with him.
All right.
And her being removed. Let's pray.
Right. Well, the guy that I'm seeing on May 11th, he doesn't have the authority to remove her. He has the authority to overrule her decisions because he's acting as a Supreme Court judge. So he has the right to give me visits with my kids and stuff like that, and he has the right to enforce DSS to let me see my kids, and he can overrule her decision to not let me see them, but he can't remove her from my case. However, the appellate division, where because I have appeals that are pending on her, they do have the authority to do that. The problem is all my briefs are in front of them right now. Everything's finalized, but they haven't set a date for argument yet because we're waiting for reply briefs from the other parties. So as soon as they get those, they'll set a date for argument. However, they're on break in the summertime in July and August. They don't hear cases in July and August. So that's why I feel like they'll probably schedule it for September and then make a decision by October, November.
Yeah. Yeah, your timeline's right on. I went along with you. So yeah, I mean, oh, God bless you. God bless your kids. So horrific for them to go through this. So I certainly see this other man being a better thing, and an arrogant person you need to get away from. I still say make some noise. You need some, put some media to it, because somebody out there is going to be like standing up behind you. You're not the only one.
Right.
I see other people, lots of other people that would stand up and. Yes, it is always the kids that suffer, and they don't even care. They don't think.
I know. That's what I keep arguing to her. I'm like, you guys are hurting my kids. They're the ones that are suffering and being neglected. You supposedly took my kids from me because I supposedly neglected them when I did something when they weren't even home, and I never did anything directly to my kids. Yet, since they've been in foster care, they've been in 7 different homes, 4 different schools, 2 different states. They've been abused by foster parents, and now you're abusing them even further by causing them, all this anxiety and all this hurt and everything, and purposely withholding them from me. So who the fuck are you to say, oh, I need to take your kid to keep him safe, when the whole time they've been in your care, they've been in more danger than they ever would have been staying home with me?
And that is the case with just about everybody I know that has had their children put into CPS, into foster care, into the system. And those people get paid.
I know. That's the reason why they're keeping my kids. And I tried to bring that up in court because my son gets SSI, he gets disability, and they take his check. The state gets his check every month. Plus, the state gets money to have kids in foster care. Yes, and the foster parents get paid to take care of the kids. So it's all about money.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. That's why they're crooked. That's why they steal kids from parents, is because it's all about money. And I actually tried to bring that to people's attention, and I actually, snuck that in on the record and everything. And I was like, they're only keeping my kids for the money. And, so I'm really good about what I do in court and what I say. I know how to preserve the record. I know what my arguments are going to be to the appellate division. I know a lot about the law. I know a lot about my parental rights. And I am very stern and, cutthroat with my words, and I'm very honest on the record, and I do what I need to do. So I have no doubt in my mind that I'm winning my appeals. It's just a matter of when that's going to happen, and I just feel that's going to be towards the end of the year. And so far, since I've been born for the last 35 years, every time I predict the future, it's always come true. So I know I'm correct in my timeline, but
I know, but and the only thing I can add to that is, while you're waiting, make some noise, because people need to know. People need to know. You're making noise right now by being on the show with us here. There's going to be other people watching this in the archives, and they need to know that they're not alone. That we have a voice. That we don't have to take this abuse. That they can stop stealing our children. And putting them in worse situations than what they could have ever imagined being at home,
Right.
You
Well,
know.
I'm definitely strong, and I'm definitely a leader, and I'm definitely the type of person, you know, that I could take on that kind of a fight.
Yeah. Well, you have. And for 5 years, God bless your soul, you've been doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so,
So, I mean, I definitely could make a lot of noise, and I would be really good at it, and she's not going to like me if I do. But I know I've already talked to John Fryatt from Channel 7 News, and I'll check into this other guy, and I know he's more than willing, because he can't stand stuff like that. He's really good about, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, he cautioned me, he told me it was up to me, and based on some of the things he said, I kind of got scared, but, like, now I'm to the point where I don't even really care anymore.
Yeah, what's
like
the worst thing they can do?
Said,
I mean,
it's the worst that can happen. They can't really do anything worse than they're already doing, so screw it.
Exactly.
I might just involve the whole fucking country and, you know, exploit the whole system and whatever, you know.
You need to, you know, and I got people who will be back behind you too, because I got several friends that have gone through the same situation. Their kids were taken away from them and then raped and abused and horrible
My kids
things.
have been severely abused since they've been in foster care. Severely. I mean, they'd come to visits with bruises and marks on their neck, and they'd come to visits with, like, burn marks on their legs, on their thighs. They'd come to visits and piss their pants and be like, "Mommy, please don't send me back there. I don't want to go back there. Can I please go home with you?" Like, they would beg me. They would cry to come home and beg me. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do. Like, do you have any idea what that does to a mom? To have your kids come to a visit and have them cry and tell you all these things, and there's nothing you can do about it?
Yeah. That is the most helpless feeling.
That is the most heartbreaking, heart-wrenching thing that a mother ever has to go through.
I agree. That only compared to the loss of that child. Because that's, you know, what you're going through. And you know, yeah, so make some noise. Let's make some noise with her, girls. Everybody. We're going to start a Facebook page. What is it? What's her name? Whatever her name is, we'll use.
My
God.
The judge's name?
Yeah.
The judge's name is Cicely Morris.
Oh, there you go. I didn't say it. And where do you live again?
Potsdam, New York. Yeah, she's the St. Lawrence County Family Court judge, and she does not deserve to be a judge. I don't know how this woman got voted in. Like I said, the first time I ever seen her on TV, I had horrible vibes about her. But that's the difference between me and other people. I have a great, you know, I have really good intuition, and I'm really in tuned into my body, and I can sense things and see things and feel things and predict things, and some people just can't. And, you know, for some reason, a lot of people were for her, and I think it's because she did a lot of lying, but I could see through her bullshit.
Yeah, honey, I'm telling you right now, she was selected, not elected. People can talk all they want to about the voters' rights and the voters getting this and the voters. No, we don't have
I don't
shit.
believe in that bullshit. I don't believe at all that the voters have any say or any rights. I don't even believe that half the votes even get counted.
They don't even get
that they
none
just
of them.
select and pick whoever they want, and the voters don't even really matter.
Yeah, in fact, the last couple of months, or rather weeks, they've been talking about the delegates and the superdelegates and saying that the delegates and the superdelegates are the ones that pick our candidates. And they need to take that a step further and say that the guys that run the superdelegates are the ones who actually choose the president. Right. Because that's the way it happens. They are selected, not elected. And that goes for every seat across the board, from judges to the Senate. You know, they're selected. Right. Not elected.
Right.
And the ones that are selected are the ones who are going to continue the agenda. And their agenda causes chaos.
That's what I feel too, because like this woman is just, she does shit illegal, she's bitter, you know what I mean, and all these bad, horrible things about her, and she goes against DSS and all that. But the other guy that was running against her, I'm telling you, he was a really nice guy. He was a sweetheart. He would have been unbiased. He would have followed the law. He would have been for the parents. He wouldn't have stand or tolerated any of the bullshit. He would have been a very, very good judge. And I fully believe that that's why he didn't get selected, because they knew that he wouldn't allow the shit to continue. They knew that he would try to change things and make things right, and, you know, be more for the parents and try to get all these kids out of foster care and actually make DSS do their job, because they don't. And I really believe that that's what happened, because they knew that, you know, this Cicely Morris bitch they just knew that she was bitter and that she was cold-hearted and that she didn't care and that she would do whatever they wanted her to do. And
oh yeah, they have meetings before this stuff. They have meetings before it's even announced that she's running. Okay. They have meetings before it's even announced that whoever is running, and they lay it all out. So they already know. They already know. You're right. They know. And that's the way they like it. So, I mean, God bless you, and I hope that it goes, you know, a little bit faster for you, because it's just crap. Those kids need to be back with you. You know, so I pray that it goes smoothly, and however you need us to help you make some noise, let us know, because I can make some noise when I come back on.
I know, right?
Lay it
I need to
all
make
out.
some noise.
Yeah.
We'll have live YouTube shows that are like, or live Facebook shows that ought to get some noise, right?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Yes.
We should do like a live Facebook page, like you know how people can go live on their Facebook. Like I don't know how to do it, but if you know how to do it, like maybe we can go live on like your Facebook page or something, because you have more friends.
I know how to do it, but I don't know how to get anybody else on there with me.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's an app that only you can stream from your status box.
Yeah, I have no idea how they do it, but I know people do it all the time. And
yeah, you have to have it's actually a Facebook app that comes on the iPhone
or the
iPad. Mhm. Yep. So yeah, but I can do it on Google Hangouts. This is just as broad, because you know.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Mhm. And actually, we get more viewers over here because people I don't know check out our videos and stuff when we're going afterwards. But in any case, let's make some noise because it's time. I think it's time for people to stand up and just say, you know what, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take this anymore. We got to do it. We got to do it. So everyone's going to be praying for you. Everyone listening to this, pray for Angie and those kids, and let's get them home. So, all right. Well, with that, anything else?
No, it was nice talking to everyone and seeing everyone. I actually got to go. I have some things I need to get done before I go to bed here. But
okay. All right.
But thanks.
All right. Well, you're so welcome. And
well,
thank you
Belle's
all.
coming up here anyways, and I have a reading coming up with her soon, so I'll talk to her more about that and some other things that are going on in my life. But
okay, yeah. Oh, well, that's great. You get to see Belle.
I have a few other things going on that I want to talk to her about, but I'll get to see Belle when she comes up here. So.
Right. Okay. Cool. And Pam's asking, do I have a prediction of the presidential election? Yeah, it's going to be Hillary. They've already selected her.
Well, I knew it sure the heck wouldn't be Trump.
No, you know, he's just the distraction to piss off all the Republicans.
Trump and Hillary were already selected, so Trump and Hillary are going to run together, and then Trump would lose and Hillary would win. I predicted the same exact thing, too.
Yeah.
I had a feeling the whole time that Hillary was going to win myself, so.
Yeah, no, see, that's the only way that they could do it, was to piss off the Republicans. Trump's not even a Republican. He's a Democrat. He's been a Democrat. Republican? Nah. I was blown away when I saw he was running for the Republican candidacy. He's a Democrat. His kids are Democrats. He's been he donates to Democrats. So, but anyway, he's the distraction, because most men do not want Hillary. But most women and men are going to look at Trump and go, there's no freaking way. It's got to be Hillary. It's got to be Hillary.
Right.
The lesser of two evils. That's the way they always play it. And it's Hillary this time. That's who I predict anyway, and that's what I predict too, that Trump's the distraction.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been saying it since I heard Trump was in. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe that Hillary was running again while she was under an indictment. All right, people? That's how they play it. Their agenda is to have a woman in office next. They had the black man. Now they're going to have a white woman. Next may be a gay guy. You know, they try to keep it politically correct and thinking that, you know, they actually pay attention to us. Yeah, it's all a facade. It's a facade. They don't care. And it doesn't matter anyway, because the president doesn't make any real decisions. The guys that are there all the time make the choices, the decisions for us. The president's just a poster boy or a girl. Right. So that's that. Anybody else have any questions or anything? We good? I think we're going to get out of here. It's already 10:30 here. But Angie, thank you, and we're going to be praying for you. Angel, we'll see you next week. Wish I could come see you at the Hippie Fest.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. Come like us on Facebook over at Paranormal Psychic Radio Network, so that you can get the links to come and join us in the live chats and get a free reading next time. We'll see y'all next week.